I'm Aviday Shrestha. Let's begin with the main stories. Negotiation between protesting Dr. Casey and government suspended. Dr. Casey's side says the government refused to discuss on the very issue of medical education bill. Murder accused Abhiram Sharma appointed Social Development Minister of Province 2. Sharma's associates still in prison. First official result of Pakistan parliamentary and provincial elections yet to be announced. Preliminary results suggest ex-cricket star Imran Khan's party leading. And Nepal clinches a clinical victory over East London 11 in the third practice match held yesterday. At least 4 people have died in a landslide in Timure of Rasua's Gosaikunda Rural Municipality, Ward Number 2. The identity of the deceased is yet to be known. Another 11 people are reported missing. Rasua's Chief District Officer Krishna Podel has informed that 12 people have sustained injuries due to the landslide. The injured are undergoing treatment at a local health center. Police and locals have been conducting search and rescue operations to locate those missing. Let's continue with the latest national political updates. The meeting between the representatives of the protesting Dr. Govinda Casey and the government has failed to produce any result. Dr. Casey's representatives stormed out of the meeting yesterday after an agreement could not be reached. Dr. Casey's side has alleged the government's lack in seriousness in addressing the demands made by Dr. Casey to amend the medical education bill. The meeting was held throughout the day yesterday, which hinted that the government is showing flexibility to put an end to Dr. Casey's hunger strike. Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli had also shown serious concerns over Dr. Casey's strike and held a discussion with experts yesterday. Nepal Communist Party leader Subhas Nemwang, educationist Professor Kedar Bhaktamathema, and senior doctor Divya Singh had attended the meeting with Prime Minister Oli yesterday. Dr. Govinda Casey has been on a hunger strike for 27 days now. Province number 2 has elected lawmaker Abhiram Sharma as its state minister. Abhiram Sharma is the same man accused of the murder of police officer Thaman Biswakarma of the armed police force while he was being taken to a hospital after suffering grave injuries in the Tarai Madesh movement. Chief Minister of Province 2 Lal Babu Raut administered the oath of office in secrecy to Sharma and 2 other state ministers yesterday. The murder case of Thaman Biswakarma is ongoing at the Mohottari District Court. Sharma has been accused of forcefully taking Biswakarma from the ambulance and taking his life. After the incident, the District Court of Mohottari had taken 2 other perpetrators into custody. However, Sharma was allowed to walk free as he had political cover. Biswakarma's wife, Shobha Gautraj, has filed a case at the High Court of Janakpur in this regard. These types of incidents where culprits and individuals accused of crimes being appointed in national posts show government's impunity. Some kind of restraint may now be desirable over the interim orders issued by the Supreme Court. There have been several cases of fraud, such as in revenue collection, sending Nepalese currency abroad, and the abuse of national property indefinitely overextended through such interim orders. The Nepal government owns 8.25 ropanis of land at Bishal Bazar in New Road, Kathmandu, without, however, earning any benefit out of it. The Supreme Court is said to have issued a directive to the Bishal Bazar company to distribute shares amounting to the equal value of the government land 8 years ago. The businessmen who have been making the most out of the company filed yet another writ in the same issue, but a decision was made which was similar to the previous decision. Justice Deepak Raj Joshi and Tej Bahadur Casey issued an order that favored the company's former chairman Rabindralal Shrestha, who was convinced of corruption by the Supreme Court. Joshi has been accused of not entertaining the hearing in the case after the order from Casey, which in turn favors the businessman. Likewise, such interim orders have acquitted private mobile network operator Ncell of the 62 billion rupees of capital gain tax and releasing the unsourced 3 billion rupees of businessman Ajay Raj Sumargi, who were also made possible by the interim orders themselves. Ncell was forbidden to take its dividend to any foreign nation. However, the decision was rolled back through the interim order. Likewise, Chudamani Sharma, who was the accused of corruption in the 33 billion rupee scandal, was also set scot-free by an interim order. Meanwhile, the two different kinds of number plates seen in the vehicles of the country is also the result of an interim order. The trend of extending the deadline of cases time and again and taking interim orders as the final decision cannot, however, be considered as insignificant when it comes to rule of law and delivery of justice. We'll take a short break here. We have more news coming up. Welcome back. The Constitution has a provision for National Resources and Financial Commission to manage natural resources and revenue distribution in the provincial and local level. The Commission plays a crucial role in the implementation of federalism. However, despite its significance, the Commission has yet to appoint its officials, let alone start its work, because of which the three levels of the government have failed to determine uniform tax rates. Apart from secretaries and a few officers, other office bearers have not been appointed. While a definite tax rate remains to be determined, local levels are charging taxes from the public arbitrarily. In the name of implementing federalism, the government has been putting burden on the public with different types of taxes. Welcome back. Yesterday, we had asked the residents of Janakpur what their opinion was regarding fleeing criminal convicts winning elections and being appointed as ministers. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
Public voice.
त्यस्तो मान्छे गएपछि देश चलायो भने त्यो कुन ढंगले देश चलाउला त्यस्तो मान्छेलाई यथाशीघ्र कानुनले आफ्नो हिरासतमा लिनुपर्छ
जुनमाथि आरोप लागिसकेको छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ त्यो दोषीलाई चाहिँ मन्त्री दिनु मिल्दैन
उहाँले चाहिँ राम्रो काम गरेर देखाउनु पर्यो र जनताको मन जित्नु पर्यो
कानुनी कस्टाडा जुन आधारमा सञ्चालन हुनु पर्ने थियो त्यो भएन त्यसकारणले अपहरित के भन्छ यहाँका मुजरिमहरू सांसद र मन्त्री भएका हुन्
चुनाव जित्यो त गलतै गलत छ त्यसमा पनि मन्त्री त आफ्नो स्वार्थको लागि राजनीति गरिरहेछ जनताको लागि त छदै छैन
आफ्नो बानी चाहिँ कहिले सुधार्न सक्दैन देखावटको लागि केही क्षणको लागि जनतालाई भन्छ म गर्छु गर्छु भन्छ लेकिन सिटमा पुगिसकेपछि उसले चाहिँ आँखा बन्द गरेर आफ्नो ताल देखाइहाल्छ
जनता के गर्छ उसमा केही गर्दैन कानुनले जे गर्छ
राज्य चलाउनको लागि त अनुशासन चाहियो नियम कानुनको पालना हुनु पर्यो त्यो नभएदेखि त यो राम्रो भएन
It's now time for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question. Why have insurance companies not paid their insurers on time? Your options are A, inadequate process, B, ill intention, C, bargaining. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for sports news.
Sports news.
The Nepalese cricket team, which is on a Europe tour, has clinched a second victory in the ongoing practice match. In the match played last night, Nepal defeated East London 11 by 223 runs. Sent into bat first, Nepal posted a massive total of 338 runs in the allotted 50 overs, losing 8 wickets. Anil Shah top scored for Nepal with 131 runs, which included 19 fours and 3 sixes, while Sharad Veshwakar contributed 98 runs in 86 balls. Meanwhile, Sompal Kami made 29 runs, while Karan Kesey added 13 runs. Likewise, Rohit Podel was out after scoring 11 runs, while Sakti Gochan remained unbeaten on 9. Subhas Kakurel contributed 8 runs, and Paras Khadka chipped in just 4 runs to Nepal's total. Dipendra Singh Airi could not contribute a single run in Nepal's victory. Nepal will now be playing its 4th and final 20-over practice match against East London Shark. Out of the 2 practice matches played, Nepal emerged victorious in 1 match. Nepal will play Marylebone Cricket Club MCC at Lords on Sunday, while another 2020 fixture is slated against the Netherlands. Soon after, the Nepalese squad will head towards the Netherlands, where they will play their historic debut match of the one-day internationals. The 2 one-day internationals against the Netherlands is slated for the 1st and 3rd of August. Armed Police Force APF has thrashed Kathmandu 10-0 at the ongoing Vice President's Cup Women National League Football Tournament. In the match played at the Sat Dobato Anfa complex in Lalitpur yesterday, Sabitri Bhandari alone scored 5 goals in APF's win. Likewise, Anita Kesi also scored a hat-trick, while Anu Lama and Anita Basnet scored a goal each for the Armed Police Force. The Armed Police Force club has grabbed 3 important points in its first match of the tournament, while Kathmandu has suffered its second defeat in its first 2 matches of the tournament. In another match played at the Sat Dobato Anfa complex yesterday, Rohtahat defeated Nepal Police Club 1-0. Asmita Baidya's goal in the 12th minute turned out to be the deciding goal of the match. Rohtahat has won its second successive match of the tournament and has secured 6 points. Rohtahat had defeated Kathmandu in its first match. Meanwhile, it was Nepal Police Club's second consecutive loss in the tournament yesterday. The Nepal Police Club lost to Tribhuvan Army Club in its first match. And now, before we wrap up, here's a look at the top stories once again. Negotiation between protesting Dr. Casey and government suspended. Dr. Casey's side says the government refused to discuss on the very issue of medical education bill. Murder accused Abhiram Sharma appointed Social Development Minister of Province 2. Sharma's associates still in prison. First official result of Pakistan parliamentary and provincial elections yet to be announced. Preliminary results suggest ex-cricket star Imran Khan's party leading. And Nepal clinches a clinical victory over East London 11 in the 3rd practice match held yesterday. And that's all for the moment. Our next English bulletin will air at 11 this morning. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning.